What's up, everybody? Today we're taking a look at the first pin to be featured on the channel, the switch from Tactile Turn. So we're going to open this box up, take a look at the pin, go over some of the features and specifications. The pin arrived from Tactile Turn in this simple packaging here, a cardboard sleeve, and a little foam tray that holds the pin very securely. This is some efficient, low-cost packaging. Does the job. And here is the pin. This is the first pin to be featured here, and I'm pretty excited about this pin. Could not wait to get my hands on this once I saw this mechanism be reintroduced to the market here. And this pin was first basically designed and brought to market by Magnus McDonald of Cogent Industries, which I think was his old name. Now his website is just magnusx.com. And he had a pen called the Click Shift that was almost the same mechanism. It's been re-engineered slightly by Tactile Turn. And this is what you have here. And there it is. The refill featured in the pen is a Schmidt Easy Flow 9000, which is a Parker style, Parker G2 refill, not a Pilot G2 refill. Mechanism is pretty great. I appreciate that. Clicking action, it's very nice. The little lever there is a piece of bronze. It's got a nice snap to it when it goes back. Retracts into the body of the pin. The tip sticks out a little bit far, maybe, in my opinion. It's not bad. I'd rather have it stick out a little bit far than not far enough. You know, something like that would be perfect. That is slightly excessive. The pocket clip is milled titanium and presumably does the job. I'm going to assume right now it's terrible as far as getting it in and out of the pocket without some kind of manipulation of the material and or the clip. But I'm sure once in place it'll hold the pin. Feels very stiff. One of the features of these pens that I appreciate is the textured radial grooves that do a good job of actually hiding the seam here. You can kind of see it under the light, but it's pretty well disguised. Let's go ahead and crack this open here. Take a look inside. Got an O-ring there that's nice. Hold the end in place a little bit better. Got a spring here. It's kind of a dark brown color. Sorry, off the frame there. Got kind of a dark brown colored spring. Here's a look at the tip. Got a medium easy flow 9000. The pen's overall length is 5.34 inches or 135.636 millimeters. The diameter of the pen is 0.365 inches or 9.27 millimeters. Now let's see what we have for a thread here. Not sure if this has a Higby thread or something like that. Doesn't appear to. If it does, let me know in the comments. screw this back together. Struggling a little bit here. Some of these threads just, they don't go on as easy as you'd like. This pen is no exception. There we go. Let's see if the seam will seamlessly disappear. There you have it. Great mechanism. I definitely appreciate that. Now, I would definitely call this pen an EDC style pen. Solid titanium construction. Probably something that's a little bit better for a front pocket or back pocket of your pants carry versus in a shirt. It's a little heavy for that, but it could be done. I do think this clip's going to give you a little bit of grief. Now, I like a clip like this, my own personal opinion. I think a clip like that is, although maybe not as attractive in some ways, very functional, gets the job done, easy to use, and I definitely appreciate a bent clip just like that for maximum performance. All the full specifications on this pen will be at the end of the video. If you want to take a pause and look at all those specifications, they will be there for you. The price of this pen was not cheap. This pen was total with shipping $159.77. $10.77 of that was shipping, UPS ground only. I shouldn't say only, but there was no USPS option available that I noticed. Now, the pen is, although somewhat costly, not terrible in the world of high-end machined pens. The original V2 version of the Magnus Click Shift pen was, I think, around $250, but currently sold out and possibly not produced anymore. So there's a look at the pen here. So one thing I'd say about this mechanism is it's very easy to deploy. When you click the switch, it just snaps right to action, and then it's very satisfying when you push up on this. It just pops right back, and the tip is retracted into the body. We're going to come back here in a second with some size comparisons for you. Talk about a few pros and cons of the pen. So here we have a size comparison between a couple of pens that I had sitting here handy. And a Pilot G2 in purple there is a little bit bigger than the tactile turn switch. And you can see a couple other pins laying there. We've got the Fellholter tie bolt on the bottom, and the side click from Tactile Turn, which was my first Tactile Turn pen that I've had for quite a while. That was the very first version that was released. And the switch is a slimmer, smaller pen, which I do like. I think the proportions are very good. The pen is very attractive, and I have no complaints as far as that goes. I will come back here in a moment with a little writing sample. We'll see how the pen writes as it came out of the box. And a bit of good news I was really hoping for was you are able to use Pilot G2 or Pentel Energel or similar rollerball style refills as long as you're able to trim them down to the proper length. So that was good news. Some of these pens, the pen might be incredible. Love the pen, design of the pen, look of the pen. But then the very tip will not accept a Pilot G2 style refill. The tip will be too narrow. For instance, what we have here, a tie bolt, very high-end expensive pen, and just this tip right here to take a Pilot G2, or in this case, Energel refill, $60. Now this does come in a little kit with a spacer and a short G2 refill that's for their Tie-Bolt Mini. But $60 for this milled piece of titanium is a little bit costly to have writing perfection. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way here. Having some focusing trouble. But I'm happy to say that these refills will fit in the pen as long as you trim them down to length, so that is a big deal. And thank you, Tactile Turn, for that. All right, so what we're going to attempt to do here is a pocket clip test. See how easy or difficult this pen will slide into your front right pocket here. In this case, we have some regular standard jeans. And we're going to see how this pen, and I don't suspect this is going to work very well. I'm somewhat of a pocket clip fanatic. And I can already tell how this pocket clip is going to perform based on the shape, the stiffness, and my experience with similar pocket clips. So here we go. Take the pen. Now, when I'm at work, I use a pen all day, and it's in my pocket, front right pocket. I'm writing stuff down, critical to my job, things that I need to whip the pen out, write it down, put it back many, many times during the day. So for me, to have a pocket clip that functions in a way that it's easy to get in and out is critical. So this pen likely for me will be a deal breaker, except for on special occasions, and just to have in the collection, as I'm a pen fanatic. So let's take a look, and hopefully I'm wrong. Absolutely does not slide into the pocket. Somewhat disappointing, but expected. Now, if I'm to hold this material taut, same thing. Oh, now with significant force, it shredded over the top of these threads here in the edge of the pocket. So it does, in fact, go on there with some significant manipulation of the material. There's way too much tension in that clip. Now, I suppose I could bend this out, tweak it, try to lessen that. That has a ton of material there. That is one of the stiffest clips I've ever felt on a pen, honestly. And 1 star out of 5 on that. It looks okay. Function-wise, no bueno. That takes a lot of force, a lot of effort. Now, for a shirt pocket where the material's thin, I could see that functioning a little bit better. Now, in contrast, a pen I use quite often at work is the Felholter Tie-Bolt. And take a look at this. Well, there we go. Still not great, but it's okay. It's a little different when the pants are not on your body. But trust me when I say that the function of this one is much smoother and easier to get in and out. And it's on there fine. It's not going to come out. You could do some backflips, whatever you got to do. But that just goes on quite a bit easier. You can see there. Now, one of the easiest, as far as that goes, is this guy, Prometheus Alpha. Just slides right in. Very deep carry. Definitely appreciate the clip on this pen. Works very well. Let's try the Tactile Turn side click. Still quite a bit better than the the switch there. This clip actually doesn't contact the body of the pen. There's a very small gap, which does help. Try this guy, the switch, one more time here. Oh, it's going to destroy your pants. 100%. So overall, it's a very cool pen. I love this mechanism. It looks very cool to me. I think that just looks interesting. The way it works, super nice, very quick to deploy, very quick to get back, super fidgety if that's your thing. This pen for me would be a desk pen, just something in my collection. I'd admire it, maybe write with it once in a while. I cannot use this at work, unfortunately, because of the clip. That being said, it's a pretty expensive toy for about $160, and definitely keep in mind that if you do send your pen back for some reason, they will hit you with a 10% restocking fee, which is horseshit in my opinion, especially if it is in brand new condition. I mistakenly ordered a side click that was just like this one. I didn't need another side click. It was an accident. I was trying to get the slim before this came out. Decided to hold off for this one because I didn't really need another side click, but when I sent the pen back, explained what I did, it was an accident. Didn't mean to order the standard. I thought the standard was gone. They said, well, sorry, we're going to take $11.90 from you for being dumb. And they did. I don't think that's reasonable in my opinion, especially if it's returned in brand new condition. But that's the way it is, and joke's on me. They do make a pretty solid pen, beautiful machining, good aesthetic. I do appreciate their engineering here of that Magnus McDonald mechanism from the click shift. They did a great job. And overall, my favorite thing, thank you, Tactile Turn, for machining this tip to accept those various gel rollerball style refills once they're trimmed down to length. Something like this. That is wonderful. They're my preferred refill, and thank you for that. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. And wrapping up here with a little writing sample from the stock configuration. The Schmidt EasyFlow 9000 in medium is absolutely not one of my favorite refills. It's very ballpoint-like. It's very smooth, slippery, little to no resistance. Very smooth. Now, if you do like pens, check out EDC Pen. It's my new channel. It's going to have lots of pens on there, but I will feature pens here occasionally that I feel meet the kind of EDC product category. And I was happy to share this pen with you today, the Tactile Turn Switch. It's a very cool pen. It's well made, well machined. Very cool mechanism here. And I definitely appreciate the fact that they made this pen with a tip that is capable of taking Pilot G2 or Pentel Energel refills. Thank you, Tactile Turn, for that. And that's going to wrap up my little overview review video here of this pen. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you have not. If everybody that watched my videos subscribed, I would be very pleased. Even if you think my videos suck, I don't suck. Just help a guy out, subscribe, it'd be great. Thank you.